Hi everybody, this is Dr. Jody Stanislaw. Let me get my camera all fixed up right for you guys. Maybe that's better. Okay, so I'm going to come live to you every day. Hold on, let me just close off some things on my computer so we get all ready. I have lots of notes I've taken for you today. These are very stressful times, and I want to be a beacon of light for you. I want to inspire you and remind you that there's a lot of things that we can do to empower ourselves and keep our immune system strong. Yesterday was my first day going live, and I've committed to going live every day for, I don't know, however long we're going to be sitting at home. I want to inspire all of you around the world. I've had diabetes for 40 years, and I work virtually with type 1 diabetes patients all over the world. So I'm continuing my work as always, and I am really committed to helping everybody feel as empowered and healthy as possible. And today I'm going to be addressing what our immune system is and how 3 simple things that you can do to keep your immune system strong. And there's even a way for you to test it. So these are crazy times. The world has, those of us that are alive, I don't think has ever seen anything like this. And I am here to say that we can really create positivity out of this crisis. We can empower ourselves. Right now we're all at home. Most people are at home, which I think has a lot of benefits in itself. And it really encourages everybody to slow down and connect and reflect. And I think that our society has been needing to do that for a very long time. And I am very inspired that more people are connecting, not only at home, but virtually. I've been doing telemedicine now for 10 years, and this is certainly pushing it to be the wave of the future. I help type 1 diabetics. I've had type 1 for 40 years, as I said, and I'm really inspired to keep finding more of you online and increasing the education that you have access to have great blood sugar levels. So the first thing I want to address is that it's obviously talked about quite a lot that people with diabetes are more at risk. And I want to explain that all people with diabetes obviously do not have the same health. The health of somebody with diabetes varies greatly, as I'm sure any of you that have had diabetes for a while know, right? You can have diabetes and be in impeccable health. I wouldn't say I'm in impeccable health, but I just went for a bike ride. I'm going to do some yoga later today, and I've had diabetes for 40 years. My eyes are great, my feet are great, and my heart is good. So, I always get a little resentful personally when they put us all in the same bucket because it's not accurate. It's not accurate. It really matters how well you're taking care of your body and your blood sugar levels. Taking care of your blood sugar levels is one of the best things you can do right now to keep your immune system strong. Diabetes itself doesn't weaken us. It's poor blood sugar management that weakens us. So if you're struggling at all you have to do is go to my website, and I have lots of resources for you there. My website, all you have to do to find it is just Google Dr. Jody Diabetes anywhere around the world, and I come up. I've already tested that because I just finished a 6-month trip around the world, and I tested that in each country. So Dr. Jody Diabetes, if you specifically want the URL, it's DRJODYN as in naturopathic, D as in doctor.com. And you can sign up for a free chat with me. You can look at my resources. I have great online courses, how to get off the blood sugar roller coaster. I hope everybody watches right now because like I said, if you're worried about your immune system, the first step you should do is get your blood sugar levels in order. That's absolutely necessary. And the reason why I have such a booming worldwide practice is because so many of you, I know, don't have access to really good care. You might even go to a diabetes center. You might even go to an endocrinologist, because I've heard that from patients all around the world for a very long time, that even if they go to a well-known diabetes center and have a good endocrinologist, it's sometimes you either don't have enough time with your care providers, maybe they're well knowledgeable, but you don't have enough time, or they, frankly, type 1 diabetes, I am a physician as well as a patient. And I think that being the patient side of it is really quite imperative to really get that this is a 24/7 disease. So my goal is to reach as many of you as possible with inspiration for an education. And now you can just watch the best education that perhaps you've ever seen simply from your comfort of your home, your computer. So just go to my website. You'll see all my courses there. This is such a great time to improve your diabetes care, because I'm assuming, I know this is not true for all of you, but maybe you're stuck at home, and maybe you're worried about your immune system. So let's see, Pam. Hi, Pam. I get little blips of who's watching. That's so fun. I'm so excited that I just love you guys. I love all my followers. I always get great comments and feedback about the videos that I do and things like that. So I also work with patients privately over Skype, and I do Zoom calls with my patients every other week, about twice a month, and we just have a great time. So there's lots of support options. Reach out, comment on the thread below. But before I get to, end the video, because I want to make this short today. I made a long one yesterday. I want to talk about simple things that you can do to improve your immune system. So I found a great article that I'm going to read a little bit from, and this is where I got most of today's information, and I'll post the article right below the video, okay? So, what is the immune system anyways? The immune system is our cells, lymph nodes, organs, throughout your body that are here to keep you healthy. And infants and elderly have just a weaker system. The infants is obviously immature, and the elderly's is just frankly tired, right? So age 10 to 50 is the most active of the immune system, more or less. But of course, you're not just subject to your age, right? I know plenty of 55-year-olds that are incredibly healthy, and perhaps even healthier than 40-year-olds, right? Because our lifestyle makes such an impact on our health. That's why the epigenetics is such an important science in today's world. Epigenetics has really come about in the past, I don't know how long it's been now, but it empowers you to not just feel like you're a victim of your genes. People will say sometimes and blame, oh, it's just genetic, it's in my family. They'll blame their genes on many things. But genes don't just turn themselves on or off by themselves. You can have a lot of predispositions to a disease, but not necessarily get it based on your lifestyle choices. So epigenetics, epi meaning above the genes, epigenetics refers to what are things that you're doing in your lifestyle that either turn on or turn off certain genes that you have. So let's talk about the most basic things that we can do to improve the strength of our immune system. So I made some notes here. Oops, there we go. Okay. Let's see. Well, as I talked about yesterday, but I'll repeat today, I just found some studies. Simply taking a 30-minute walk once a day can reduce your chances of getting a cold by 50%. That was a study in the American Journal of Medicine. And exercising increases your white blood cell count, specifically T cells, which are essential immune boosting cells. It's important to note that exercise is preventative and also can be taxing if you overdo it. For example, I was really stressed out a couple years ago, and I decided to not keep doing my high intensity interval training because it just felt like too much stress on my body. So if you're feeling stressed, I encourage you to not really, do high interval training right now. Seriously, all of you overdoers, like I've been, a 30-minute brisk walk, 30-minute gentle walk, actually I should say, 30-minute a day walk. Hopefully you can fit that in, even if it's 2 15-minute walks. That is a dramatic boost to the strength of your immune system. Let's see. Another study showed that a 1-hour brisk walking a week can protect you from disability. I don't know what disability they're referring to, but the point is there are so many studies showing the benefit of walking. 15 minutes, 5 minutes a couple times a day, 30-minute walk. Park further away. When you guys are looking for your parking spaces, park far away. You've got a 5-minute walk right there. Not that you're doing much shopping right now, or maybe you are, depending on where in the world you are. Okay, so that's step number 1, is really make a point right now. Have you been exercising? Make a point. Increase your exercise if you need to. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Go outside. Go for a walk. My blood sugar level was high after I ate breakfast this morning. So I went and did a bike ride for 20 minutes and bam, it came right back down. Let's see where my number is now. And I didn't have to correct. That's really important to remember. When you already have insulin on board and you start going high after your meal, oh, that's nice. 102. Yes. See, I got pretty stressed this morning, to be honest. So I went high, but now I'm 102. So that's good. Yeah, right at the tip there is when I was like, okay, I got to get going. I got to go for a bike ride. Went for a bike ride and bam, look at that. And I didn't give myself more insulin, right? If you already have insulin on board, when you exercise, you can make that insulin even more powerful, which is a great way to avoid overcorrecting, ending up in a low. Love exercise. Number 2 is, are you eating immune boosting foods? Foods that we eat impact our health immensely. To boost your immune system, simply try incorporating some of these 10 immune system boosting foods. Blueberries, which are very low glycemic, one of the only fruits I love to eat. Bell peppers, dark chocolate, look at that one of my favorites. Turmeric, you can just get it powdered and put it in your milk in the morning. I do an almond milk turmeric latte every morning. I love it. I put a little spoon of turmeric and then stevia, and I actually shake it. I drink a lot out of glass jars. I shake it in a jar because turmeric can stain, and you want to be able to, shake it really well. And then I put it in a, at home I have a frother. I'm not at home right now, but then I froth it. So I warm it up and I get it frothy. Now I just mix the milk and the turmeric in the glass, shake it up with some stevia, and then I just put it in the pan and I warm it up. So turmeric, really great anti-inflammatory. Broccoli, especially broccoli sprouts, very good to the immune system. Spinach, also good for the immune system. And I would probably add all the dark leafy greens. Ginger, which I love ginger. I buy fresh ginger, and when I have a Vitamix, I put a little bit of fresh ginger with a whole peeled lemon into the Vitamix with stevia and water, and it's the most delicious ginger lemonade you'll ever have. So that reminds me, I should probably be doing that more. So ginger's great. Obviously, lemons are great. Garlic and onions, very good to boost the immune system. So look at that. You can have some blueberries for breakfast. You can have, with your turmeric latte. You could have some spinach and broccoli at your lunch, at your dinner. You can saute some ginger in the spinach. You can saute some garlic and onions and put it on anything you're eating. And let's see, what was the other one I was just going to say? Yeah, so how simple is that? We forget that food is medicine, which actually Hippocrates said hundreds of years ago. Let medicine be your food and food be your medicine. So let's not, just because it's not in a pill and patented and made by a pharmaceutical company, let's not ignore the power of food. It's very important. So we talked about 2 things so far: daily walk or some sort of exercise on a daily basis, boost your immune system. Certain foods, obviously having excellent blood sugar levels, which I can help you with. That's what I've dedicated my career to. I encourage you to definitely go to my website and look at the resources I have. If your A1C is above 6.5, you are putting yourself at risk. I know that is stricter than most physicians, what they say, but the majority of patients should have a 6.5 or lower. So I am here to help you do that. I've got video courses, etc. on my website. So just Google Dr. Jody Diabetes and I come up. You can click on Let's Chat if you want to actually have a chat with me, and I can share with you even more about what I have to offer. Okay, so now, again, I always start with lifestyle things that we can do. So we talked about exercise and we talked about diet. Yesterday, I said what all my 4 pillars are, and I'll add the other 2. So 4 pillars of health, kind of a program that I designed, is adequate exercise, excellent healthy foods, and now I'm going to say also good sleep. Good sleep obviously boosts the immune system. We all know we feel better. The body is healthier when we get good sleep. So don't skimp on your sleep right now if you can. And then positive emotional well-being. I'm going to have other calls later this week that are specifically designed to just strategies for keeping the mind calm. So, but those are the 4 pillars I want you to think about. Before you look at any pills or any vitamin C or anything like that, I want you to, it's kind of silly to be taking all these vitamin C or echinacea if you are not eating well, if you're not sleeping well, if you're stressed out all the time, if you're not exercising, and then you just get vitamin C on your Amazon list. Let's remember the most powerful things are these basic lifestyle things that you can do each day. Get good sleep, try to get bed 4 for 10. And frankly, if you're home now is a great time to start new habits. I'm doing my best to create a really solid morning routine where I read some affirmations, I do some meditation. I don't always like to exercise in the morning because sometimes it raises my blood sugar level, so I like to do that a little bit later. But I've been pretty committed to waking up, drinking some hot tea, meditating, writing a gratitude list. So keeping our mental health in a positive frame of mind is so important right now. But let me get back. I'm a bit all over the place. I'm just so excited to be sharing these ideas with you. I was saying the 4 most powerful things you can do simply to boost your immune system, right? Let's say them again. I'm just going to keep repeating because we need to hear things over and over again. I wish I could, hear your guys' feedback. I'd have you say it all out loud. So you get good sleep, very important. You eat healthy food. I talked about the immune boosting foods like blueberries and garlic and spinach and broccoli. You walk every day, boost the immune system, and you take care of your mental health. Maybe a simple gratitude list or watch a funny YouTube video. Okay. Oh, the other thing I was saying is if you are home, now is a great time to kind of practice building a new habit. What's your morning routine? Have you always been rushing to work and now you're stuck at home? Great. Make a new morning routine. What's your routine look like? Drink tea, gratitude list, call a loved one, read a book. I like to sit still for 20 minutes and practice just, focusing on gratitude and closing my eyes, being still, as opposed to waking up and reading social media or reading the news. So I like to have a very calm practice in the morning. And then at night, I got a new book called Buddha in the Waiting Room. It was written by a doctor who really sees all of his patients as his Buddhas, as his lessons, as his teachers, I should say, which is, I absolutely, I learn from all of my patients. As you guys learn from me, I get to learn from you. So it's a great book. So I'm reading that at night. So yeah, why don't you if you're stuck at home, use it as a time to make some new habits, a morning routine, an evening routine, try some new recipes. I should really admit that to you guys that I need to do that because I myself have been feeling like I'm in a rut. So I'll commit to that. I'll try a new recipe and I'll let you know, by tomorrow. I'll let you know by tomorrow. Okay. So I'm going to go live every day. Let's see. It's noon where I am because I have landed somehow in Hawaii at an Airbnb because I can't go home right now. And so that means it's 3 p.m. Pacific and 6 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, let's do this every day. I can do noon Hawaii time, 3 p.m. Pacific and 6 p.m. Eastern every day for, I don't know, the next many days. So tune in at those times every day. So I wish I could hear you repeat back what you've learned so far, but I'll just repeat it. Okay. Good exercise, good food, good sleep, and good mental health. Then I talked about specific immune boosting foods. Let's see. And then exercise. And then the number 3 today is going to be supplements. Thank you for this video. Positive thoughts are always welcome, especially these days. We're all worried. Hugs from Croatia. Oh, from Tonka. Hi, Tonka. Tonka is a young type 1 diabetic girl that I met when I was in Croatia in October, I think. Oh, I'm so glad. Great to see you, Tonka. Okay, so the last bit of my talk today is just simple nutrients that hopefully you have at home or you can easily order online or get at the store if you can go to the store. But vitamin C, I'm sure we all have heard about. You also can simply just increase your intake of vitamin C foods like lemons, limes, oranges, broccoli, tomatoes, kiwi, and red bell peppers. I'm all for getting our vitamins from food. So that's an important one. You can take supplements or just have it 1 kiwi a day. 1 kiwi is not a lot of carbs. I'd say 5 to 10 carbs, depending on how big and sweet it is. Probably not 5, probably closer to 8 or 10. So vitamin C, obviously a good one. Vitamin D powers up your cells, gives them the ability to fight disease. Vitamin D is fat soluble, so there is a possibility of taking too much, even though I've never had any of my patients take too much. It would be great if you actually know what your recent vitamin D level is. A standard dose is 1 to 2,000 units a day, but if you're low, you can increase that. There is a lab that you can order an at-home vitamin D test. I'll put that in the comments below. But there's also a lab that you can order your own lab tests, and then you go to like a Quest lab, get your blood drawn, and then they email you the results. So you don't even need a physician's prescription to get lab work done via this lab. So the only caveat is hopefully you have a Quest lab near you. Let's see, another comment came in from Pam in Virginia. So fun and inspiring. I've been sleeping like crazy, taking long walks. I need to eat more garlic and lemons and ginger. Thanks for the reminder. You bet. Okay, so vitamin D, I wouldn't start pouring it. I wouldn't start getting a supplement and go overboard. It would be great to know your levels. You can assess your levels without a lab by, really thinking about how much you've been in the sun and what your, values have been historically. So, but vitamin D is an excellent immune booster. Zinc must be in the lozenge form. You can get this at any general drugstore, pharmacy, but zinc lozenges should be sucked on. Zinc in your mouth can help be antiviral. It plays a central role in the immune system, including protection against pathogens. Zinc is also an antioxidant. Food sources include seafood, garbanzo beans, pumpkin, and sunflower seeds. So that's good. Okay, there's so many more supplements, but today's message that I really wanted to leave you with is to empower you that you have at your fingertips right now ways to boost your immune system. Go for a walk, get good sleep, laugh, watch something funny, and eat healthy food. That's it. 4 pillars. Really think about your 4 pillars right now. And, I've got lots of water right here. Drinking water is very good. And I don't buy plastic bottles. This just happens to be my present water bottle because I don't have a water bottle. And I get sick of filling up little jars, but then I still have lots of jars around. But drink lots of water, and that's it. So I will be coming on every day at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern for the foreseeable future. I'm here to inspire you. I'm also here to help all of you with type 1 diabetes. That is what I'm all about. I have all these online courses. My goal is to not only get them to you guys to help give you the resources you need to get better blood sugar levels, but my dream, as I said in yesterday's video, is to get them into diabetes centers. I mean, wouldn't that be great if they had this very thorough training on how to have a healthy life with type 1 diabetes? Training more thorough than perhaps the majority of type 1s have ever seen. And it's just free to patients. And there it is at every diabetes center around the world. That is my vision. That is my dream. I am a big dreamer. I know this will happen. So if you have any contacts at your diabetes center that you see, Pam from Virginia already sent me one yesterday, please send them to me. I want to be knocking on every diabetes center's door around the world right now and say, hey, don't worry about your patients not having training because I've already got the whole system. I have 4 different courses on how to eat and dose as a type 1, because let me tell you, it's much more complicated than just carb counting. I have a course on how to get off the blood sugar roller coaster, which includes how to set your basal rate, how to adjust your basal rate, which is so important to know, and how to master your blood sugar with exercise, which is life-changing once you get that. No more worried about going low all the time or having to stuff your face. And I also have a simple course called, how to avoid burnout and stay positive. So I'm here to inspire you guys every day. Let's stay positive. And if I get enough of you, maybe we'll do a Zoom call. I already do Zoom calls twice a month with my patients. I'm doing an extra one. I'm sitting at home. I don't have a car. Here I am. I'm here to inspire you, connect you, to remind you that we're not alone, to remind you that we can empower. There's 2 paths we can take right now. Fear, 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 or how can I turn this situation into a something that empowers me, something that strengthens my self-care, something that strengthens my commitment to keep positive thoughts in my mind. I mean, we can either, times like this, we either crash and burn or we rise above. And so I'm committed to be here for all of you to help you rise above. Okay. So the 4 things, right? Go for a walk today, go to bed before 10, get good sleep, eat some healthy immune boosting foods, and keep your mental health strong. So watch a funny movie, something like that. Reach out to me. Reach out to me. Leave a comment below. Reach out to me. Go to my website. All you have to do is Google Dr. Jody Diabetes. Click on Let's Chat, and we'll have a call. Wouldn't that be great? So here's to healthy living with type 1. Here's to staying sane in these crazy times. And here's to taking a horrible situation and finding the silver lining. So thank you all for watching. I'd love to hear your comments below, and you have a great day. I'll be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. Bye for now.